So, welcome everyone to our self care and service practice in the love, peace, and harmony field. My name is Laurie, and I welcome you to this practice. As is mentioned in the first slide, we just want to keep any of the calligraphies in our hearts and not take any recordings or screenshots. However, this will be recorded that you can rewatch on your own. So thank you everyone for your kind attention and your honoring of this. And as we mentioned, this is not a substitute for any medical or mental health advice, but we can hopefully find it helpful. If you need any more support, please do not hesitate to go to your own physician or healthcare provider. So with that said, let us get started today. And what we're going to do is do our check-in, and we're going to work about kind of continuing to create positive habits, self-care and service habits that can become more natural to you and become part of your lifestyle. So a healthy lifestyle where self-care and service is important for you. And we will do the meditation with the love, peace, harmony field to receive more of that positive message, frequency, and vibration to support our new or our ongoing self-care steps. And then we will talk about some next steps for your self-care and service journey. So let's get started and just do a check-in. And just notice, you can close your eyes at this time and just notice how you're feeling at this moment. You can also reflect upon your week. How have your thoughts been? Positive, optimistic, or negative, or more in the cynical side, or somewhere in between? Notice how your emotions are at this time, or reflecting on your week. Has it been peaceful and happy? Or have you felt some stress or feeling overwhelmed or unhappiness? And in terms of our bodily symptoms or sensations, how comfortable were you feeling, this week? Feeling, energized, refreshed, pain-free, or have you been experiencing some bodily symptoms, sensations such as fatigue, pain, headaches, rashes? And just notice that. I'm going to just notice all of this without judgment. And also our actions or behavior. Have you seen your behaviors as loving, kind, helpful, moving towards goals or feeling productive? Or maybe resisting or avoiding things or engaging in unhealthy or helpful behaviors. So at this time, we just want to assess where we are. As we know, every time we assess, we have an opportunity to kind of reset ourselves to move ourselves forward. So allowing yourself to be here is a wonderful step in that right direction, to self-reflect and notice where is it that we need some support, okay? So we want to think about this without judgment. We just want to notice, hey, where are we kind of going off the areas and how can we get back on track? And so I wanted to talk about and briefly mention the 4 laws of behavior change. And these are from the Atomic Habits book by James Clear. And it is these things that can make our habits a bit easier. So think about your self-care goal or your service goal and reflect, noticing your gauges. Notice how your movement towards your goals have been. Have them been going in the right direction? You're happy with it? Or are you feeling that you need more support or feeling some blockages in any area? And again, just allow yourself to notice and reflect. We'll do some of this in the field as well. And if you have something that you're working for, we mentioned, taking small steps at a time. But these things can help you make it a bit easier. So these are some of the some ways that you can what you can do to help integrate it into your life so things can become seeming more natural and easy. So the first one is make it obvious, right? So we can focus on one at a time, but I'm just going to mention all of them, and you might have some that you're doing and some maybe you can work to enhancing to make it easier for you. So the first one is to make it obvious, right? So it's creating cues to remind you. So let's say my goal is I want to exercise regularly, and so make it obvious. So I might have like my shoes right near like an area that I look at to to put on, right? To make it obvious, like, oh, exercise. Or I might have posters up like, to remind myself, oh, exercise time, or set my alarm on my phone. Oh, exercise. And then when it comes on, it's like, ah, I have to exercise. So making it obvious that and creating cues in our environment to remind you. Okay. So we can, I was going to just focus on that, but some of you may have that already. The second is, so you can think about which one might be that you want to add to your behavior change or your self-care and your service behavior change. Make it attractive. So we want to reframe what we need to do to make it feel fun and enjoyable. And you can use, I get to do this rather than I have to, right? So already you change the perception, making it attractive. So let's say I'll keep in line with I wanted to do more movement and exercise. So I might say, oh, I get to exercise today, right? And maybe I might want to do it with friends or, go walking with, and as I'm walking, I get to, socialize as well. Or I get to do it. What I was doing is I was watching and listening to music that I enjoy and by my, favorite group. And as I'm exercising, the exercising allows me to, connect with the music and connect with them or watch your favorite show. You see a lot of people at the gym with their phones and they're on their treadmills or whatnot, and they might be watching something, right? So we pair it to make it more attractive. The third is that we can make it easy. So how do we make it simpler, right? One technique that they say is like, just use a 2-minute rule. I'm just going to exercise for 2 minutes. Or they start you off by, I'm just going to put on my shoes for exercise or get in my exercise clothes. And usually that starts that process of, oh, well, I'm already dressed. I should just kind of go to the gym, right? Or I should just kind of start my exercising. I'm in my clothes. Or you can just say, oh, I'm just going to exercise for 2 minutes. That's it. I'm going to start there. And then, or I remember my doctor when I went for my checkup and she said, just do one thing at a time. And this too, making it easy. So I might not be able to do all of these, high impact aerobics activities or the cardio. So I just kind of like walk in place. I'm starting somewhere and making it easy for myself. So even if my daughter was teasing me, it was something I could still do and get started until I can develop, right? The fourth is make it satisfying. So it's like finding ways to reward yourself. So some people, after they go to the gym, they might go and get a refreshing drink that they like, or they might then, if I'm doing this, then later on I get to reward myself with a fun activity or a fun treat that's still in line with your healthy goal, right? All it needs is to track yourself and say, okay, I did it. So you wrote it in the calendar. I did my exercise one day, and that's that internal rewards make it satisfying. My husband has like tracker of how many steps, so I can tell like he gets happy when he does his step or go over. He shares it with other people to let them know, and it becomes satisfying for him that way, right? So finding a way to make it satisfying. So these are some of the ways that can make it easier for you to integrate some of your goals. So let's kind of get started in thinking about using our pillars of well-being with awareness, connection, insight, and purpose to integrate to what we want to do. So we're going to be doing a meditation in the field, and I just want you to be aware of what tip of what it is that you need. Maybe you're already doing it, but maybe some might be you can move to the next level of integrating that habit. We're going to connect with the field, and through the frequency, vibration, and light of the field, we're going to connect to that portions of us that we're feeling some of the blockages, and also noticing what habits you can make more obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. And any insights, right? So any aha moments you get about, this one wasn't easy enough for me, or this one I can make more satisfying, or anything about your progress that is, you can connect with how your progress is on your weekly goals or your tasks that we kind of set. We set for the year and we broke it down in another one. Great. And then we're going to let the light and the positive messages of the field support ourselves to nurture and nourish ourselves and really help us start anew and give this positive information to the area that you're wanting. So thank you, Mercedes. You also comment that I maintain things organized and clean from time to time to make me find things easier. Wonderful. So she has come up with a routine, and that's a great habit. So she becomes, we talked about identity, right? She can say, an organized or a neat or clean person. And what she does is she does it on a regular basis to make it easier for her. So it's not like you have to expend a lot of energy cleaning the house all at one time. It's maintained pretty well. So wonderful example. So thank you for sharing that. And please share some of your, maybe if you're having some challenges or some, just like Mercedes, some of her goals, some of the ways that she is thinking of making things more obvious, easier, attractive and satisfying, because this can give others ideas and we can serve each other in this way. So as we know, this is self-care and service. So the more we share, we get the opportunity to serve as well. So let's take this moment to just check into the field. And I want you to just kind of close your eyes. Take a nice natural breath as we connect to this field, carrying these messages of love, peace, and harmony, which are positive, pure, high level frequency and vibrations. So in terms of like quantum physics, it can really kind of help us to connect, quantum entangle, if you will, with the messages, the vibrations that can then help us to transform some of the messages that are not helpful, that are maybe preventing us from maybe moving forward with our goals and our tasks. So again, just notice in your body, be aware of how your body is feeling. We did our check-in earlier, and you might have noticed any emotions, thoughts, any bodily sensations, symptoms, or reflected on actions, behaviors that were not helpful. And again, just be aware of how that is connected into your body. And just connect with the field. Feel this message of love, peace, and harmony. I'm just going to, okay. So feel the messages of love, peace, and harmony coming into that area that you're feeling maybe uncomfortable or challenged or blocked in your emotions or your thoughts. So feel the connection of the field and feel that message connecting within you and the areas in your body that you need support. Even if it's your thoughts or your emotions, if you connect, you can notice where your thoughts and your emotions and even your actions may be reflected in your body. It's not just with the bodily sensations. When you're thinking about an emotion, notice where in your body corresponds to that. And bring in the light of love, peace, and harmony into that area. Inhaling love, peace, and harmony. Feeling that light, positive message, going deeper into that area. And allow yourself to continue to just be aware and connect. And see if you have any insights that come up for you naturally as you bring in that positive message of love, peace, and harmony. You might have some insights or aha moments of what are some next steps for you in your self-care and service journey and goals. It might come very naturally, ways that you can make your habit more easier, more attractive, more obvious, more satisfying, that can help you retain this habit, this positive self-care habit, so it becomes a natural part of your day and your identity. It feeds into the identity we've mentioned in our past sessions. Mercedes mentioned about the house cleaning. She does it regularly, making it easy for her. And she can see herself as someone who maintains her home well, is organized, cleans well. So again, if the identity part is still feeling, you have some resistance or some dissonance with that, notice where it is and bring that love, peace, and harmony. And with this first step in habit, it can help you to move forward to really believing this identity. I use the exercise example that I am one, I can use I'm one who likes to be fit. Or I'm a, exerciser, or I'm, allow yourself to have that positive identity, and you're pairing that with these helpful, healthy habits that can be easily done, that feel satisfying, attractive, obvious. And visualize yourself actually doing it. So let's say the self-care habit you're wanting, see yourself actually doing it regularly. Notice how you've made it more obvious. The cues that you set up for yourself, you might have like, okay, after this session, I'm gonna set a timer, or I'm gonna, put my shoes in an area that I can see, have my socks right in my shoes to get ready to exercise, or my exercise equipment, weights. If it's healthy habits, it's like I'm going to have my healthy food right in front when I'm opening the fridge. So that's the first thing I see. It's right obvious, or it's fruits on the table, or healthy things easy. So again, how to make it more obvious with the cues, how to make it easy, how to make it attractive and satisfying. So notice if any of these can help you integrate this positive habit much more. So continue to allow. And once you have the area that you might know, like your next step that you're going to take this week, let the field just support you. The love, peace, harmony field support you, clearing any blockages in the way that, might create some resistance. So allow the love, peace, harmony field to come in, clearing the blockages, supporting your vision, what you want to do this week. It's wonderful. So see how, allow the knowingness that you can make this change, this positive self-care change, to integrate self-care and service in your daily life. Inhale, love, peace, and harmony. Allow that message to go into your lower abdomen, concentrating, fortifying this message within us. See it supporting the healthy habits that you're already doing and the ones that you will create. And you can always do it at the start of our sessions, even if you have friends or colleagues, people you know that could use this information. You can invite them on the soul level to join and, listen to some of the information and allow them to be in the love, peace, harmony field. So we serve them in that way. You can also share this complimentary service to those who know, so they can consciously receive it and follow along with us as we're moving towards greater self-care and service. Wonderful. See yourself enhancing your positive self-care habits. And again, see what is it one thing that we can do this week and make it easy, right? One of the things is to make it easy. We don't have to be over ambitious. A lot of times we can put a lot of energy, but it's maybe hard to maintain, they find sometimes. So if you make it just easy, step by step, it becomes easier, part of your natural routine. So allow this just to be that first or a few steps to integrate, to be part of your natural self-care routine. Just like coming every Tuesdays is Love, Peace, Harmony. Get to clear out all of the blockages that have might have accumulated, starting a new week, bringing in love, greatest love that melts the blockages, peace, feeling that peace and inner joy, and the harmony, feeling your whole body harmonize, working together, also harmonizing your thoughts, your words, actions, behaviors, to healthy self-care and service habits, making it a wonderful, fun lifestyle, satisfying lifestyle, rewarding lifestyle for you. So allow yourself to hold on to that vision, that identity, that first step that you're taking, and see yourself doing it. Allow the field to support you, integrating that message. And you're going to just say thank you, thank you, thank you to the field. And I'd love you to share if anybody had any other comments to things. Mercedes said revisiting stored things that are not being used regularly or daily, and donate them to make space in the living areas. Beautiful. So that's a wonderful tip. I love that. My mom, Annette, says, I agree, and I love and agree with Mercedes' suggestions. Many times when I do not place my things in its proper place, I find that I waste a lot of valuable time searching for them. Yes, wonderful. So we can see the natural consequence of things and, allowing yourself. So if it is like the cleanup area, wonderful tips that Mercedes have. We've had, I think, on this, the Maria Kondo's KonMari, the joy one, and so a lot of times she was talking about, everything has its home, so returning everything in its home and creating a home for everything. So that can make it feel attractive for you or satisfying, to have that pick up that kind of habit. So thank you for sharing that, Mom and Mercedes. And if anybody else wants to share some of the, any insights that they've had, please do so. You can either unmute or share it in the chat. And if not, I'm just, as I'm waiting, I'm just going to remind you that with your self-care and service, if you need more support, we have providers here at Satori Family Wellness that can help you. Maybe, they might have some blockages or challenges, so you might need some coaching or some extra support. We do have a complimentary session that we can help get you started. But you can also attend more of these love, peace, and harmony fields to get yourself in this peaceful space. We have, and also contact healthcare providers if you need more assistance. We have a free wellness evening with Tao Calligraphy, which is a field similar to the love, peace, harmony, but it is also really focused on really transforming higher level blockages. So please join us there and share. And for your service journey, as I mentioned, please invite others to join and maybe share some of the videos, the links that others can also maybe enjoy or benefit from these sessions. For those of you who have service goals of wanting to donate regularly, like Mercedes regularly does two at once, making it attractive for her. She cleans her house, but she also donates her things that she doesn't need to others, right? So it's with, in line with your values and purpose. And so it can be very satisfying to do these things. We have the Love, Peace, and Harmony Foundation, the QR code. With this code, you can actually get this instrumental that is playing here in the background, complimentary, and it does take you to a donation link if you're interested, where you can have your donation go to an area that you're supporting, that you're passionate about. And in the honorarium section, if any of these, my mother, myself, or Satori has, helped to inspire your donation, we thank you for maybe honoring in our name. And to better serve you, we would love your service to just fill out the evaluation form or give us feedbacks. Many of you know how to contact us. This is one way you can give feedback. Then you also get to participate in our Satori Lucky Draw as well, where you get a free complimentary service. So that's a wonderful way that we want to give back. And if you have any suggestions of like some of the areas that you're having some challenges in moving forward on your self-care or service goals, we can try to maybe have a session that is devoted to your concern. So allow yourself to do that. So again, thank you for joining. Again, self-care is service. To increase your self-care is to increase the quality of your service. So I hope that you can all come back and join next week so we can check in to see how we're doing. Please invite others. They can join us at any time on this process. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you, Mom and